Good morning, campers. We're still in Microsoft Flight Simulator. We are in the Zlin Aviation Savage Club. Zlin? I don't know. The Savage Club. We're in the Savage Club. We'll just call it that. Total time of flight, 28 minutes, 15 seconds. 1 landing takeoff. That's from the previous flight. So we're now at 099, which is this airport, this runway in the middle of nowhere. Let's just go straight to the next leg. It just loads me straight in. That's perfect. So it looks like we've only got 2 landmarks this time. So am I just automatically looking at Lone Pine now? I think I'm looking at that player. I'm not sure. Or whatever landmark back there I missed earlier. Sushi Mage. That's a good name. So, taking off from Olancha, make your way north using the road as a guide. You'll quickly discover the dried-out bed of Owens Lake, now a massive salt flat dotted with sporadic seasonal brine ponds. Beyond the basin, a bit farther north, lies the small frontier town of Lone Pine. And then this Manzanar airport is just right north of Lone Pine. It's that's an abandoned runway. Like, it's got X's and stuff on it. Not supposed to be used. Like, this is the warning: do not land here. So, we're gonna land there. Because, you know, I'm a rebel like that. An airstrip where you can land. Can. Keyword can. We are going to. Because I am a rebel. Alright, so this should be nothing major. KL91? What's KL91? Oh, it's a flight. That's probably a... No? I don't know. I don't know. This is our... I think our... No. 026. 067. There's an actual, like, proper airport there. That's not the one we're landing at. We'll just look for Lone Pine and land at Manzanar. Yeah, that looks like Lone Pine. We want the abandoned one, which I bet is this. Yeah, I bet that's it. That looks like the one we just saw the aerial image of. So 067. And then 026 is probably the responsible... Oh yeah, so 026 vanished when we zoomed out. That's fine. Alright, this will be a nice easy flight, I say, having not taken off. How much runway do we have right now? Not a ton. Let's just turn around. Woo. That was a sharp turn. Just putter our way down to the end of the runway here. Turn our butts around again and just take straight off. Let's do 1 notch of flaps. Hey, Visa Man's decreasing altitude. Interesting. Roms apparently flew overhead at some point. I totally missed him. He was off to our right a minute ago. Let's just do full right rudder and right brake. Oop, too far. I want to actually point down the runway, please. Come on, plane. I'm literally just recording this right after the previous video, so nothing major has happened. I don't think that's quite straight. Alright, we're rolling. Let's get inside. full throttle. Pull back. Perfect. Let's retract the flaps. Excellent. Whoop, 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 whoop. Trim was reset again. External view. Yeah, okay, we're good. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, I don't need the VFR map. I know where I'm going. Keep ourselves on a nice steep climb. So I'm still looking back at Sushi Mage for some reason. Sushi Mage has captured the attention of my aircraft. All right, throttle back a bit. Let's try and trim out for a relatively level flight. Sinking a little bit. Come on, give me level flight. Give me level flight. That looks good. We're at 4,800 feet, 4,770. So let's just keep a slight climb here. That looks good to me. We're in the yellow, so we really ought to avoid too much maneuvering. I do want to climb a little bit more, though. So let's just throttle up, pitch back. Nice steep climb. Not just 700 feet per minute. It's not particularly steep. Come on, give me something stable. That looks good. Goodbye, Olancha. Where is... Now that I think, where's that water bottling facility I remember being up here? Oh, I think I just saw it. Hold on. Yeah, give me my... There it is. Yep, that's exactly where it should be. Give us some level flight. Let's check this out and see what it looks like. Is that like an apartment building or something? Nothing's loaded in. So in real life, this is just a big warehouse facility. You can see a bunch of trucks in the satellite view. Actually, I thought the loading docks were here, but it kind of looks like there's some here as well. From just the texture on the ground, you can see there's trucks, I think. I'm not sure. My memory is the loading docks are here, so I don't know. It's bottled water stuff, so, you know, just exciting. Exciting place to be. If you like bottled water. And who doesn't love water? I love water. This is where you get the dry lake bed they were mentioning in our nav vlog. So this is a bunch of brine lakes. So kind of what they do is they pump the water through like underground caverns and stuff, and then let it sit up here and evaporate. And then scrape all the minerals off of the dry pond once it's gone, and that's how you mine potassium, effectively. Or potash, I think is what they call it. Can I just get a reset on this camera? Thank you. And sit up higher, please. Beautiful. Let's bank to the right. I think Visa Man's going to go land somewhere. Jealous. I guess we're not gonna catch the Cessna 208. It's too fast for us. Let's go ahead and trim out for level flight here. That should give us a nice cruise speed somewhere in the yellow. Bring our throttle back. I have no particular need to be fast. So if you're wondering why this area looks vaguely familiar, Lone Pine is kind of a big movie town. Not like Hollywood, but Hollywood comes up here a lot. So all the movies that you've ever seen with desert scenes, so many of them are filmed up here. This dry lake bed is the source of many alien planets and many sci-fi movies. I think a bunch of Star Trek episodes were filmed up here as well. So there's a lot of these little like cliffs and valleys off to the left are locations that you've seen in Star Trek most likely. And the Tremors movies all filmed up here. This is Perfection, Nevada, effectively. The city of Lone Pine. And the surrounding area. So it's got a history, and you've almost certainly seen it in films. I was really losing altitude fast there. I should have been paying more attention. Come on, trim me for, give me level flight. Give me level flight. I don't care how fast it is, I just want level flight. The trim wheel is so sensitive in this plane. We're just like waffling right around 0 feet per minute. It's perfect. You know what, that's close enough, I think? I'm happy with that. That's good enough. I'd rather have a slight climb than a slight drop, if that's alright with you, plane. We're just gonna trim back a little more. Yeah. I'm surprised there are so many other players visible right now. Visa Man still descending. I like how you can tell which players have autopilot skills and which don't, because they just lock in on an altitude and stay there. It's like, okay, you're using autopilot, you're using autopilot, you're using autopilot, you're falling out of the sky, you're using slew and zipping across the country at rapid speeds. It is fascinating. Ooh, I think I see Lone Pine. That seems a little early to me. I can't be there already, can I? I should be... So this lake here is this on the map, so... I guess that could be Lone Pine. So the other airport was right around here. So somewhere in this vicinity. Actually, is that it there? I don't know, I can't make anything out at this distance. Yeah, the actual proper Lone Pine Airport should be in this area somewhere. With nice paved runway and probably fuel and stuff. We're not going to land there. We're going to keep going and land at the Manzanita. Manza something. What was it called? Manzanar. Manzanar Airport. The abandoned airport. Because who doesn't love an abandoned airport? Up higher, please. Yep, there we go. I love an abandoned airport. How about you? Alright, so if you're wondering, this is our heading. I just realized I haven't really shown that nearly enough. We're a little bit right of due north for this particular trip. Not that that's perfect, it's just like where I'm pointing this exact moment. But that'll get you pretty darn close to Lone Pine if you take off from that runway and just turn to that heading. If you're just looking for an easy way to get this done for the achievement. Ooh, This guy must be close. He appears to be moving quickly across our screen. That's a sign that our relative distance is fairly low. The faster they appear to be moving, the closer they are, most likely. So this one's in an A20N. This one's in a Cessna Citation. So this one's a lot lower, but a lot closer. So he appears to be moving extremely quickly. This guy's farther away, but higher up. Because this is a three-dimensional airspace that we are dealing with. And Fizaman appears to be about to land. Or already landed. Maybe about to crash. I don't know. These two players are actually surprisingly close to us, I bet. Boop. Nope, I want. Give me my default too. There we go. And up in the seat. I've got to like make my default point of view up higher. That might just be my solution there. But then all my instruments won't be visible in most of the other planes. I do have one of my hat switches on my throttle set for just like I can push it up and my character like sits up straight, so it's perfect. Off to my left you see mountains. Nice little switchback going up the hill there, probably like to a little mine or like a cabin up at the top. To our right, more of the lake beds where they pull salt and stuff out of. Must not curse on ad-friendly YouTube video. Such a pretty game. Ooh, my character looks forward now. Does that mean that Rick Aviano is our new closest other player? I'm kind of looking a little bit down, but that might be putting him right in the center of the screen. I'm not sure. I would prefer the game look at like landmarks and stuff, because we are flying over Lone Pine right now, I think. Or about to, anyway. Gosh, this is a pretty game. Ooh, this is... I need a thumbnail. Yoink. And back. And screenshot. Reset. And inside. Perfect. Get ourselves a thumbnail for the YouTube. I didn't do one for the... Oh no, I didn't do one for the other airport. I feel so bad. I did not do like any out of plane for that. Actually no, I had the drone moving around the runway at the beginning, so I'll probably just use one of those shots. Just open the video and screenshot it directly from the video. It'll be fine, trust me. Little RV park down there. Where's my other... See, now it's looking at... It's definitely looking at other players, which is useless for me. Absolutely useless. I'm shocked that it lets you do the bush trips in multiplayer. But it's really cool. I don't know why it lets you do the bush trips in multiplayer, but that should be a great way to... Oh, there's a runway. That's not ours, but that is a runway. Seems like a great way to do them, honestly, is just get a bunch of your friends together and follow each other. Pick the one person who knows where they're going, like me, and follow that one. That would be the Lone Pine Airport, I presume. Nice, straightforward runway. Looks like a little bit of a grass or a dirt runway as well, so little planes can take off here, and just got that bump across the across this taxiway, which I assume that's a taxiway. I don't know. I bet the only reason this runway exists is because Hollywood people needed to get bigger planes in here and couldn't just land on the dirt like everybody else. What was that noise? Am I good on fuel? Good on fuel. My speed's not too high. I don't know why my plane was just like making a vibrating noise. Curious. Alright, so Art Head appears to be fairly close to me, so I guess the game just like locks onto the nearest player and looks at them with the smart camera. So it's not a terribly smart camera. I'm more interested in what vsync doing. It doesn't know me. But it is kind of interesting that there is another player that close. I wonder why it doesn't tell me what kind of plane he's in, like everybody else does. Maybe the ones who have a plane type and an altitude are in live multiplayer, and the folks who don't are just regular multiplayer. Let's do a quick check of the Google Maps. Make sure I haven't overflown this airport somewhere. Alright, there's Lone Pine. There's the Lone Pine Airport. Yeah, that is just a really long taxiway is what that is. That's just Lone Pine, Lone Pine, Lone Pine, and... that I see... There it is. Okay. So the aqueduct will cross back over the highway, and that is where the other airport will be. So, doop, give me that. So, there. There it is, right there. 1 runway, 2 runway. That's it. Ah, yay. I feel like I'm good at things when I can find random landmarks like that. Alright, can I just get back to my default zoom? Thank you. Ooh, lovely. Nope, stop drifting. Why are you drifting? Stop drifting. Camera controls in this game, very strange. Oh, I bet, nope. I have no idea what's going on there. Let's bring our throttle down and start our descent. Pitch back for a lower speed. So we're just going to lower our throttle and use our pitch to keep relatively level, so we just start to kind of lead speed and then descend. I don't want to fly straight in, because straight in approaches are for risk takers, and that is not me. I'm not a risk taker. Stay there and charge phone. Thank you. Good phone. I am not a risk taker. Absolutely 100% not a risk taker. Still looking at the other player. That's good. What if I don't want to look at the other player? Doing a nice controlled descent at 140 kph towards this airport. Lone Pine off screen behind us, but this little split in the highway here, where it like this one goes up and over a hill and this one stays kind of along the foothills of it, is a good thing to look for pinpointing where the runway is, because it's right after that, and then the canal, or not canal, the aqueduct crosses under the highway, and then the airport's nestled right in here. So those are the, like, 3 things to look for to find this airport once you've gotten north of Lone Pine. And if you need fuel, probably land at Lone Pine. If you burned that much fuel already, I can't help you. And of course, there's nothing stopping you now that you've presumably, like me, mapped a button for adding fuel to your plane from just adding fuel in flight. Don't let anyone tell you that you play the game wrong. Just play the game however you want. Not necessarily like me, not like anyone else. Just play the game however you want. It's not what matters. This is a game meant to be fun. If they wanted this to be realistic, they'd let you fuel at the airport. We have no clue how they intended you to fuel. I have no clue how they intended you to fuel in this, but somebody thought they were being clever by making that window not pop up, and then I guess they didn't do any play testing of the full bush trips after that. So no one raised the concern, hey, we can't fill the plane up. Can I please look at the runway and not... Ooh! I'm looking at Visa Man now. That's cool. So he must be surprisingly close. Bring our throttle down a little bit more. Runway's really starting to come into focus down there. So assuming the prevailing wind is still pretty similar, then we're going to want to land on one of the runways facing relatively south. I assume there will be no windsock of any kind here. Let's keep bleeding off altitude and throttle. Really like to get a closer look at that airport. Yeah, let's just... I'm gonna side slip just a little bit. Out of the stall. That bled a lot of speed. A lot of altitude. Not a lot of speed, gained a lot of speed because we were falling. Oh, that's a lovely little river valley directly below us. Still, what am I looking at there? Not the airport. Is what I'm looking at. I would prefer to look at the airport. Alright, so let's just do let's just fly a crosswind leg and then we'll make right base onto one of these runways. Just make sure everything's clear down there. See if any obstructions pop up on the runways, if they rendered any trees growing out of the asphalt. This is an abandoned airstrip after all. No other traffic in the pattern as far as I can see. Certainly not any other players. We can actually check the VFR map because that was showing AI traffic last time. Yeah, no AI traffic is that I can see. Actually, is that the right? No, this is... That's not correct. Right? 067. Yeah, I don't see any AI traffic anywhere around here. I don't see anything on the runways. But I don't trust it. I do not trust it at all. Oh, there is a windsock. Wow. That's surprising. Why would you not look at the windsock here? It's really surprising. Can I see the windsock, please? There it is. That way. All right. This runway I'm over right now is probably the best one to land on. Drop one notch of flaps. Throttle up. Say hello to the California, or the LA Aqueduct. Hi, Aqueduct. We're coming around relatively level. We're actually gaining altitude ever so slightly. Well, we were until I said that. We don't really want to be bleeding speed at this point. Did I just completely mess that up? I did. That was the runway I wanted over there. That's fine. That's fine. We'll just land on this one. This is so close enough to the right direction. Alright. Yeah, this is fine. This is beautiful. Kill our speed. Keep pitching up to just slowly settle down to the runway. Alright, stop messing with the trim and just set down. Alright, throttle off. Rudders to keep straight on the runway. Let the nose just gently touch the ground. There it is. Flaps up. Bring our pitch back to takeoff. Perfect. And just a little bit of brakes. Oh, there's other planes here. What the heck? Who are y'all? Can I shift my view up in this one? No, I can't. Who the heck are you all? There's fuel here. What's going on? This is not an active airport. Why are there people here? I'm so confused. Like there's little airport worker dudes. What the heck? Oh, he's about to tell me to stop, isn't he? I cannot see him at all. Oh, leg complete. Alright, so there was a bunch of parked airplanes right about here. You're going to be sitting there with your arms spread for a while, guys. Sorry. It inadvertently ended that leg. Alright, I'd love to do another one, so... yeah, we'll call that a video. Thank you all so much for flying with me today. My name's Ellie O'Dare. You can find me on Twitch not Twitch. You can find me on Twitter at Ellie O'Dare or YouTube, Xbox Live, Steam. Come say hi wherever. Switch, Nintendo Switch, I'm on there sometimes. Xbox Live is, of course, the place to see me if you want to potentially fly with me in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Add me there. And you'll see my bug pop up, and you can come bug me on a future bush trip. And whatnot. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next part of this bush trip. We're 3 legs in already. Just making progress. Next leg, Madame Airport. Madame Airport. I think I know where this is. I think I know where this is. I think that's where US 6 goes up over the mountains into Nevada. That's great. That'll be fun. Thank you so much for watching. I did that already. End the video. Bye!